Companies like Rattan are creating a new trend that I've been seeing over the past year. About a year ago, most e-bikes typically just had 3, 5, 6, or 9 pedal assist levels, and that was it. But the new trend is adding riding modes. If you hold this button down, the I button, for a couple seconds, it switches the riding mode. So that's normal, this is sport, and then you got eco. So this bike has 5 pedal assist levels and 3 riding modes. So you have 15 total different riding experiences, which is pretty good. I like that. So if you're new to e-bikes and this is your first e-bike and you're a little bit nervous of the power, you can set that to eco mode and then pedal assist 1. And when you do, you got a nice soft acceleration and a top speed of around 4 miles per hour. And then once you're feeling more confident with the bike, you change that to sport mode and pedal assist level 5. And now you got a bunch more power. And a top speed of 30 miles an hour. Now the question I have is, does the power change if you keep the pedal assist level the same, level 5, and then you change the riding mode? So let's find out. First with acceleration. It feels about the same. So riding mode doesn't really change the acceleration from eco to sport mode, but what about the speed? This is eco pedal assist level 5, just with the throttle. Here we go. Bike saying 31.6. Now I'm gonna turn around, go back up to the same spot and switch it to sport mode and try that again. All right, sport mode, pedal assist level 5, just with the throttle. It's gonna be the same, 31.6. And I hit that speed at pretty much the exact same spot as when I was on eco mode. So that tells us that the throttle doesn't really depend on the riding mode. It's gonna give you full power, whether you're on eco or sport mode. So let's see if there's a difference when you pedal. Okay, so even when pedaling on the different riding modes, really not a big difference. Anyways, if you guys are curious, for you stat people out there, this does have a 750 watt motor with 80 Newton meters of torque, and this is a torque sensor e-bike. So the more pressure you put in the pedals, the faster you go. And to test that out, let's just do another comparison test. I'm on sport mode, pedal assist level 5, the first gear. This is just casual pedaling. All right. And now more aggressive pedaling. Okay, I felt the difference in power delivery there. The more pressure you put, the more power you get. For a $1,500 fat bike, that's pretty good. That's typically what I see. Some more things that I see for a typical $15 fat bike is pretty good hill climbing ability. The other day I did a hill test on it, put it on sport mode, pedal assist level 5, just used the throttle and it made it up that 50% grade. Pretty easy. By the time I hit the top, I was going about 12 miles per hour. Some other gear that I see on bikes in this price range is a 48 volt, 20 amp hour battery, and that's what you have right there built into the frame. It's got 2 keys that come with it. Once you put them in, twist that knob right there, that battery pops out. It is a little bit dirty because it's a little bit dirty outside, and that's okay. It's got a 4 to 5 hour recharge time and can take you up to 150 miles. Now, other than the riding modes, there are a few more things that make this bike stand apart from your standard $1,500 fat bike, and that is the frame. So they've made this twice as thicker as most standard fat bikes, which means that it can carry a bunch more weight, up to 450 pounds. Pretty impressive for a fat bike. Now it comes in 2 colors, and it has a rider size rating of 5'5" up to 6'6", and it weighs 78 pounds. Now I do like that you have hydraulic brakes. Right side controls the rear, left side the front. You got motor cutoff. However, you don't have any tail lights. You do have reflectors you can put on the seat post, which I didn't, but you could. The only thing I don't like about the brakes is the noise. In the front, you got hydraulic suspension. You can lock that out and adjust it. Pretty cushy. I can't bottom that out even if I push down pretty hard, so a little bit above average for a bike in this price range. You got candid 26 by 4-inch fat tires, good solid tire, got some nice tread on there. Now the posture is a little bit more mountain bike style. There's a pretty good raise here with the stem. You know, they added a couple rings in there. And with the handlebars, dips down in the middle. If you want these grips a little bit closer to you, you can just rotate them. Or if you want a more aggressive posture, you can rotate them out. As far as look and design, you got a bunch of wires up here in the front. It's a little bit messy, but you do have waterproof connectors. This piece won't stay in the frame for whatever reason. Not sure. I put that in there a couple times and it just likes to pop out. In the front, you got a bunch of welding scars where you can mount a basket. You got a pretty big headlight, a little bit dirty, but very bright. The bike does not come with fenders, so you do have to pick those up separately. The welding is smooth up here by the head tube, but as you work your way down, it gets a little bit messy down here by the cranks and underneath the saddle. You got stitched leather grips. They are bolted onto the handlebars. A thumb throttle. I like the control pad, plus and minus. You're gonna change the pedal assist levels. Headlight button. If you just press the I, then it changes the stats, right? Ride time, trip, odometer, things like that. And then again, if you hold that down, it changes the riding mode. Got a pretty cool looking LCD screen. And as you change the riding mode, the color changes. On the right is an 8-speed trigger style shifter. 1 at a time going down, Rapid fire going up. All right, moving down here to the battery. I forgot to mention this earlier, but you can turn the battery on and off. Okay, so that wraps up the Rattan Sequoia. And really the thing that impressed me the most is just those riding modes. I like that trend. I do wish that you had a bigger separation in power between those modes. I wish the power delivery changed a little bit more between eco and sport mode, but they're getting there. You know, they're on the right track. Other than that, it's got pretty much everything else that I see on fat bikes for 1,500 bucks. Hydraulic brakes, 4-inch kind of fat tires, and a battery that can take you up around 70 miles. That's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Appreciate that. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna go this way.